Okay, it's several days later, and now we're going to do the same cooking exercise we did before, but this time we're going to use that induction cooktop. So just like we did before, I'm going to pull out our large cast iron frying pan. And this time, rather than putting it on the stove, I'm putting it on our Mr. Induction SR1881 induction cooktop. And I'm turning it on now with a cold pan, and I'm going to put a little olive oil in there just like we did before. And basically, by the time I get the spatula and spread the oil around, we'll be ready to start cooking. Now you remember how the egg looked before when we had let it heat for a little longer than this. But this time, as soon as we put it in the pan, we can see that the egg is beginning to cook. And that's really where the advantage of the induction cooktop comes, because it starts heating up so much faster. Putting the good doctor's pepper on for her. And I do have to pull it away from the edges of the pan, just like I did just then. There's a ribbon around about 3/4 of an inch in diameter around the edge of this frying pan that with the induction cooktop just doesn't heat up very much at all. So I have to keep everything in the center of the pan. And so I guess that means if you're cooking a huge quantity of something, that's a disadvantage for the induction cooktop. So now we're turning Amanda's egg, and I'm going to let it cook for just a second, and then we will be ready to get Amanda's plate up here. Plate to put it on. And that's basically ready. And that's Amanda's egg. And now I'm going to go get mine. Bring the oil out into the middle of the pan again. And as you can tell, it's nice and hot now. And I'm going to be rinsing this off. See, that's already cooked up nice and hot. You may not like this kind of egg. I mean, what I basically do is put a few veggies and some cheese in it. But, you know, even if you want to do something else with your egg, it'll work just fine with the induction cooktop. Now, I'm going to turn the induction cooktop off, because I know from experience it's still going to continue cooking a little bit even after I turn it off.
So the controls.
This is where I turned it off there. I pushed it on, and I had it on the between medium and high. You probably can't read it, but it says 320 degrees Fahrenheit. That's where we were cooking. And the fan on the induction cooktop just went off, but it'll continue cooking a little bit longer. So I'm going to grab another plate and dish up the egg, and then we will be finished. So there you have it. So here are the results of our semi-scientific experiment. The conventional range uses 2,000 watts and needed 376 seconds of cooking time. That's a total of 209 watt-hours of energy. The induction cooktop uses about 1,400 watts and needed 212 seconds of cooking time for a total of 82 watt-hours. That's a savings of 126 watt-hours, or about 61% of the energy. Now, I'll confess to you that the dollar savings of that reduced power consumption won't really knock your socks off. It's going to come down to pennies. But if you extrapolate that over 2 or 3 cooking jobs each day and total up the savings for a year, and particularly if you expect, as we do, that electricity is about to become dramatically more expensive, we just think it makes sense to go with induction.